Caitlin was 2.5 when Trevor was born, and Trevor was typically developing. He hit all his milestones like he should have, and all of a sudden, about 18 months, 2 years old, he seemed to lose any language that he had. He was just not the same baby, almost overnight. It seemed like somebody came in and stole my baby. We had put Trevor in a preschool, a typical preschool, and it did not go well at all. One day I went to drop him off, and he just was not going to go in there. I called the pediatrician that day, and he finally referred us to a neurologist, and that's when we got the diagnosis. We didn't have the tools to be able to intervene in ways that were helpful for him. Anything that worked for her as a toddler did not work for him. Throwing himself on the ground, screaming, and there was nothing I could do.
In those moments when I did have friends over and he did have a meltdown, yeah, that was hard. That was hard to show that vulnerable side of my family to my friends.
I had the opportunity to work with Trevor 20 years ago when he walked in the door with his family on the first day of parent training.
It was a little overwhelming. It was a 3-week, 8-hour day experience.
When families walk in the door, they are a little bit awestruck, they're frightened, they're worried about the path that their child is going to take.
And I got to meet other young boys and girls with disabilities and their siblings.
We provide support to siblings so that they can help learn and understand why their brother or sister may do what they do.
And I think having a brother with autism forced me to be more of a parental sister than just a sister.
Trevor was able to participate in music therapy. He was able to participate in speech and language therapy, communication therapy, and those were wonderful things that helped in every aspect of his life. When Trevor was in high school, that's really when it starts hitting you that the future's just around the corner here. What are we going to do?
That's when we started partnering with him and his family on transition from school to work.
We were so fortunate to be hooked up with something called Project Search, which is a part of Easterseals.
Man, I did Project Search. You know, I started off at before getting here. You know, I had to learn some job skills there. I work at United Healthcare. I sort out mail, deliver mail. Sometimes I have to deliver UPS and FedEx packages.
Everyone knows Trevor.
Oh, I know a lot of people here.
We have 5 floors, and he knows everyone's name. He has a fabulous memory.
I have a good work ethic, and I'm very dedicated to it.
Trevor is a very high-functioning young man, and he had a lot of skills when he was little. We just had to shape them. We had to give him an opportunity to use them in the right way. You
just have to act professional and try to put on your game face on. Try to help the customer out with their need. Hey, would this work okay for you?
Yeah, this is fine. This is perfect.
Okay then.
Perfect. Thank you guys.
No problem.
Have a good one.
Have a good one too.
He really cares about what I want and wants to make sure that I'm happy as a supervisor and makes sure that his coach is happy too.
Sue Latham is her name. She's my job coach. She comes by here every week. Just see how I've been doing and how everything's been going. I was named Ambassador of Easterseals. Yep, this year in May.
Regardless of where Trevor's been on his path, Easterseals has always had a program to help support him and his family. And now he's a young adult, he has a job, he's paid competitive wages, and you think, wow, he's made it.
And I love what I'm doing. It took me a long time, you know. I've been through many obstacles, but I somehow conquered them.
I think Trevor knows he is surrounded by people who adore him and who want him to succeed and want him to be the best he can be.
He's been able to reach every goal he's ever had and that we've had for him.
There are so many children out there who can benefit from programs like these if we have the resources to be able to continue to provide them.
I don't know what I would do without Easterseals because it really helps Trevor to cope with himself and his job and really with me too. I love him.
I think it's a ripple effect. I think that as we are trained how to support our friends with special needs, we model that we are an example of how to love well, and people are educated by that.
I think everyone benefits from this, the clients, the customers, the employees, and everyone that meets Trevor.
Easterseals has changed our lives in the most profound way.
And when you support Easterseals, you're helping thousands and thousands of families across the state of Missouri. Everyone benefits.
It's amazing to watch. It's amazing to see every step and how we end up getting through and how he ends up succeeding, essentially. He pulls through and he's a rock star. He really is a rock star.
Try to be better every day. That's the main goal.